Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I am here to do my mid-month wrap-up for you. Today I have 6 books that I'm going to talk about with you, so let's just dig right in and get started. So the first 2 books I had checked out from the library, so I don't physically have the copies with me, so I'm just going to insert them here for you. The first one is The Candy Shop War by Brandon Mull. I ended up giving this middle grade book 4 stars. I thought it was really fun. I thought the magic with the candy was an interesting concept, and I thought it was executed very well. And for a middle grade novel, I thought the writing was fantastic. So as I said, I gave this book 4 stars, and I really did enjoy it. Next on my list is Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians by Brandon Sanderson. So I've read the first book in this series, and I have to say I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed this. It was very satirical in its writing. Brandon Sanderson basically spent the whole book poking fun at himself, and it was really, really fun to get that kind of a take in a middle grade novel. And again, the adventure part of it was really fun. I do plan on continuing on with the series. I've actually checked out the second book from the library, so I'm excited to continue on with that series as well. So I'm going to shift sides here, and we're going to talk about the books that I physically have with me that I have read. So the first one I want to talk about is Stitching Snow by R.C. Lewis. This book is beautiful, for one. The story in it is reminiscent of the Lunar Chronicles to me. I really did enjoy it. And if you've been missing the Lunar Chronicles, I think this is kind of going to be your fix. In this book, we follow Essie, who is your Snow White character, and she's run away and is hiding out, and she gets found, and it's kind of about what happens to her on her journey back to her country and what happens once she gets back. It's really fun. I enjoyed it. Again, I think this one was 4 stars, maybe 3.5 stars, but I did enjoy it. I think it's worth picking up. I don't think it's quite as strong in the writing as Lunar Chronicles, but it's definitely not bad. Next up is Calamity by Brandon Sanderson. This is the final book in the Reckoners trilogy. I have to say this one was my least favorite in the series. I gave Steelheart 4.25 stars, I gave Firefight 4.5 stars, and I gave this one 4 stars. Again, not bad books. I felt like the ending was a little bit convenient, and I felt like it did leave a few unanswered questions. But all in all, I did enjoy the series. I do recommend the series. If you'd like to see a full series review, go ahead and let me know down below. Next up is the first book in the Lost Fleet series by Jack Campbell, and that is Dauntless. This is the Shaegeeksout book club book for the month. There's still a couple weeks left in the month if you'd like to join us. This is very much a military tactile look at battle in space, really. I mean, Jack Campbell's been in a deep sleep for 100 years. He escaped in an escape pod and was basically frozen. So he's unthawed, he's back. What happens is all the high-ranking officers are killed by the by the syndics. That's the other nation, I guess you'd say, because they are human. So they were wiped out by the syndics, and so Jack Campbell, or Jack Geary, Black Jack Geary, or John Geary, is the highest ranking officer left. So he's left in charge of this fleet. He's been gone for 100 years, so everything's run very differently, and so it's a really interesting take. I did think it was a good look at people as well as the military tactile things. This is not a book I normally would have picked up on my own. It's a series my husband really enjoyed, and so I really wanted to try it out. And I really did enjoy it. I ended up giving this book 4 stars. And last but not least, I just barely finished this book, and so I'm going ahead and including it because I had a little bit of a reading slump the first part of the month, and so I've only got these 6 for you. And that is Sisters Red by Jackson Pierce. This is a Little Red Riding Hood retelling. The wolves are werewolves, and it was a little bit predictable, but I still thought it was fun and enjoyable. The relationship between the sisters, Rosie and Scarlet, was really interesting. I thought it was an interesting look at sisters and the connections that they can have. So I would recommend picking up this book for sure. I gave it 4 stars, and I plan on picking up more by Jackson Pierce soon. The next book She kind of has a fairy tale retelling series. There's 4 books. And the next book is a Hansel and Gretel retelling called Sweetly. And so I really want to pick that up soon so I can read that. So friends, that's all I have for you today. This is pretty quick and painless for you today. If you've read any of these books, let me know your thoughts down below. And if you want to see specific reviews on any of them, also let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.